here is your modification for the surfer. Now note for all of these exercises, if you want to see the full version, just click on the intermediate to advanced workout and watch them to see what you're shooting for and what your goal is to get to by the end of this program. So for the surfer, what you're going to do is come behind your mat, and you can see how I've kind of folded mine up. You're going to squat down, place the hands to the mat, step 1 foot back at a time, and then lower down to the knees. From here, you'll lower down slow, extend the legs out and the arms out, and then kick up opposite arm, opposite leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands back underneath, tuck the toes back under, push yourself back up to your knees, then to plank, and then step, step, stand. And squat for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, in order to learn it, you really have to do it. So stand up and let's go through this round together. So behind the mat, and if you can't get down to the floor, sit tight. I have another option coming up for you. So hands down to the mat, step 1 foot back at a time. Drop down to your knees. Lower down slow. Uncurl the toes, reach the arms out, lifting opposite arm, opposite leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come back underneath. Tuck the toes under. Press back up to that modified push-up position. Back to plank. Step, step, stand. 4, 3, 2. Let's do it again. Third time's the charm. Hands down. Step back. Drop to the knees. Lower down slow. Extend the arms. Lifting 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands underneath. Tuck the toes under. Press back up. Hop to plank. Step, step, stand. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Notice that I did pick up the pace because when you're doing the actual gauntlet, you want to cruise through it. So with good form and body awareness, but a little bit of speed. Okay? Okay. So here's the option for people who don't want to get down on the floor, and that's okay. What you're going to do is start behind the mat just like everyone else. You're going to squat down. If you can't get your hands to the floor, that's okay. From here, I have a nice tall back. My abs are pulled in, and you're going to swim for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing. Give me 4 squats. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take it back down. Hold. Swim. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up and squat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? So that is your modification for the surfer. Stay tuned for the next exercise. Okay, beginners, here is the modification for the triple jack. Now what the triple jack is, so you know what to work towards, it's 10 jumping jacks, 10 low jacks, and 10 plank jacks. We all know basic jumping jack. The low jack is just working lower into the legs as you do that outward motion with the legs. And then the plank jack consists of coming down to the floor and jumping the feet out and in. So you can choose to try those options, or go ahead and follow my modifications for the beginner. So if jumping is out of the question, what you're going to do for jumping jacks from here on out is just a basic tap out to the side. But to make it worth your while, I want you to sit low into the legs, and I want you to either punch out with the arms or punch up with the arms. Do something to incorporate the upper body so that your heart rate gets up. So for your first 10 jumping jacks, you're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now instead of those low jumping jacks, we're going to step out into a lateral squat for 10. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, for your plank jack, I'll give you a couple of options. you can go down to the floor, and instead of jumping the feet out, you're going to just tap the toe out. And while this is a beginner modification, this is crazy hard for the glutes and the core, so it's a great exercise. If going down to the floor isn't something you want to do, what I want you to do is abduct lifts up high for 10, okay? So arms up, flex the feet, and kick out for 10, 9, 8, 7, and so on. Okay, so your triple jack, to sum it up, looks like this. You have 10 punch outs and tap outs for your basic jumping jack. You have your lateral squat for 10 for your low jack, and then you're either down to the floor and tapping out for 10, or you're standing up tall and kicking it out to the side. That's your beginner option for the triple jack. This is your beginner modification for the tap back and single leg deadlift. So the exercise looks like this. We do 5 tap backs, tapping the toe back to that foot. And then we do 5 bringing the knee through. And then we do 5 bringing the knee, or the foot, sorry, to the calf. So how I'm going to have you modify this is I actually want you to stay with the original exercise. But what you can do is grab a chair for support if you need it, or just don't drop so far into the legs, okay? Make sure that you watch your alignment with your knee, and that supporting leg, that knee is not going past the toe. So you can just take a little bit less of a squat, and you're going to tap back for 5, use those arms, 3, 2, and 1, and then if it's comfortable, work on the balance and pull the knee through. You might just stick with taps all the way through, that's okay. But if you can go for it, hit 5, bringing the knee through. And then your last 5, you are going to challenge yourself and pull that foot to the calf. Now what I'm doing is coming up and rotating open, which is so good for that little saddlebag area. So 5 repetitions, driving it back. Now instead of the single leg deadlift, which you can absolutely try, the balancing exercise, what you're going to do is just keep both feet on the ground. So the feet are about hip width apart, we're nice and tall through the core, hands are coming in front, and I want you to think about rolling the shoulders back, proud chest as you hinge forward at the hips, knees can be soft, stretch with a nice tall back, and then squeeze the hamstrings and glutes, which are the muscles that run up the back of the leg, back up to standing. So we're dropping down and up, down and up. Now you might find that you have really tight hamstrings, and this is a great active and dynamic exercise to really loosen up the back of the leg. So it's something that I definitely recommend that you incorporate into your workout. Now if you want to challenge yourself a little bit and try that balancing exercise, what you can do is, let's see if I have a prop here. Have something in front of you. And what you can do is start to work reaching for the object in front of you. Okay, so that'll kind of get you into the swing of things and get you into that balancing exercise, which is so great for the entire body, your core, glutes, everything. So that's the modification for the tap back and single leg deadlift. Hope you're enjoying the gauntlet, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.